Okay, so I'm about to dye a shirt, but before I do that, I need to redo my soda ash bin. Right now it's empty. I like using these kitty litter buckets, because it's a nice bucket. And it has a lid, so it keeps the soda ash water from evaporating. Pretty nice. So the ratio that people generally recommend is 1 cup of soda ash per 1 gallon of water. You can eyeball it, or you can use an empty gallon jug. You can measure it however you want. It's not really a big deal. Well, if it's a big deal for some reason, let me know in the comments. But I choose not to have it be a big deal for myself right now. And that usually works out. Okay, my massive what is this? This is a 50-pound bucket of soda ash. I am getting to the end of it, down to the very last bits. So it's getting a little more difficult to measure it. It looks like I need to reorder some soda ash. So that is 1 cup. All right, it looks like I'm gonna finish it off, and that's gonna be approximately 2 cups of soda ash powder. Sodium carbonate, dense soda ash, industrial grade. Woohoo! Well, now I could just switch to using this, couldn't I? All right, oops. So to start off, to make this a little easier for the soda ash powder to dissolve, I usually run some hot water in here. Not the full amount, because I don't want all of the water to be hot. So I'll just use some hot water and then my glove and my hand to squish all of the chunks. And then after all of the chunks are broken up, it usually dissolves by itself pretty easily. You can see these little clumps. Break those up, mix them in. Oops, I just realized this glove had a hole in it. I like sticking my hand in here and crunching up the bits. I'm not sure why some of it rehardens, but you could use some kind of stirring stick or spoon, but it's a nice sensory experience just to stick my hand in there with the glove on and find the crunchy bits and help them dissolve. And that's it. Now I am going to stick a shirt in here to soak for about 15 minutes. I have an extra large shirt here that I'm gonna stick in for an order. It's gonna be ice dyed in the flowy ice dye style, and I'm gonna turn it inside out before I soak it, because I want to dye it inside out, and it's a little easier to turn it out while it's still dry. So there's that. Just stick it in there. And then just let it soak for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, until the fibers have all soaked up the soda ash solution. And then you can either hand wring it or spin it out in a spinner, washing machine, or dedicated spinner.